of course, we all know, I will never forget the year 2020 when COVID happened. And in the state of Minnesota, my business so is located in the state of Minnesota, southern Minnesota. It was a lovely wine and coffee bistro. My business was shut down and destroyed. And when I say it was destroyed, I'm speaking of the being shuttered and not being able to survive that because of what Governor Tim Walz, and Attorney General Keith Ellison did to me and to my business, as well as our employees. And so what happened is with the first shutdown, we didn't really know what to do, what was going on, and we did comply. And I hate to say that, looking back at everything I've stood for, but we did comply because we didn't know what else to do. Governor Walz shut down only some of the businesses. The essential businesses got to stay open. It was in November that Governor Walz shut the dine-in restaurants down again at 100% level of no dine-in whatsoever. We knew we had every right to be open. We had God-given, constitutionally protected rights to be open. There was no statute. There was no law that allowed Governor Walz to do what he did. He really did step outside of statutory law, but even more important, constitutional law. So we opened up. I can't tell you for sure how long we were open, but immediately within 24 to 48 hours, the state came down on us with a vengeance. They attacked me, a woman, small business owner, as well as other small business owners in the state of Minnesota. They sent the health department down. They sent everything they could against us. They employed all of their resources against we the people, just trying to run a company, serve a cup of coffee to a willing customer. And they said, nope, you can't do that. So it was about the first part of January. All kinds of, I think it was 5 civil cases were thrown at me and 2 criminal cases were thrown at me because I supposedly violated these illegal and unlawful emergency executive orders. I went to court for the criminal charges and for the civil charges. There have been, I've incurred tens of thousands in court fees, in legal fees. There have been upwards near 100,000 levied against me in fines, fees, etc. What happened to me was no accident, and they absolutely wanted to make an example, right all the way down through the local court system. I was found guilty. I was not allowed to present my defense in a court of law. I was given sentenced to 90 days, which was the max sentencing. And I was also fined $1,000, which was the max fine for this supposed thing that I did, where I was standing on my rights and totally protected by the Constitution of the United States of America. And this is the story that America needs to know. This is the story that America needs to hear, that Tim Walz is not some cuddly, joyful coach like all the things that the MSMs are calling him, or some of the things that they're calling him. This man would like to take your rights away. He will take your rights away, because what happened to me could have happened to anybody. What happened to me will happen to you if we don't get things turned around in our country. While I was in jail, I missed out on Christmas with my family. I missed out on my wedding anniversary. And I also missed out on the birth of one of my grandchildren. And that was wrong. I can never have that time back. That time was stolen from me. My business was destroyed. My business is gone. Tim Walz and Keith Ellison destroyed my business. They wrecked my life. They separated me from my family and my American rights, my God-given rights. They did that to me. They'll do it to anybody. So let America know, you do not want Tim Walz as vice president. You do not want tyranny at this level.